Our media product is primarily representative of men aged within the 20 to 35 range. The film also follows the convention of a male villain. We have decided to break the convention and have multiple protagonists rather than female. We've done this specifically to appeal to our majority male audience. The male audience is reflected in that the villain is a serial killer who is supposedly killing people anonymously. What makes it gripping to males is that the killer is still unknown, and this will therefore create a very unique form of suspense that will fuel their curiosity. A male audience is very likely to be intrigued by the use of Enigma code within the film, as it constantly revolves around the anonymity of the villain. The lack of female representation in the film also reflects that the female audience is less likely to be interested in the film than a male audience. One of the key victims is, however, a female character, who falls victim to the killings of the villain. In order to create an excellent concentration of male interest, we will have to jeopardize anything that will interest females, and try to convert it to the interest of males. We have a niche target of audience and will strive to fulfill their interests as much as we possibly can. The majority of the investigation team also consists of males, roughly around age 30 or 40, so it can be said that there is a lack of younger representation in the film. There are no key children characters involved in the making of our film. The plot and mechanics behind the genre of the film tells us that children being involved in the plot will be inappropriate and unnecessary.
And stereotypically, it is conventional that there is usually one female character who seems less confident and weak, usually anxious and generally panics in unstable situations. Typically, this type of character is usually triumphant in the end and is generally saved by the heroic male character. The heroic male character is usually brave and strong. However, this character also eventually dies to save one of the weaker characters. From these characters, we exclude the weak female character in the film. There is no specific hero in a horror film, as it is based on a fairly unconventional horror film storyline where many people are trying to discover who the killer is, rather than constantly escaping from an overwhelmingly supernatural villain. Though the film does not generally exclude any social groups, it is not entirely conventional in the sense that it will attract all horror film audiences. It may appeal to both an older audience due to the use of investigative skills, which may be dull to a younger audience, but the action involved will likely appeal to 16 to 23-year-old male audiences. Females are stereotypically represented as weak and less useful characters in horror films. In our film, however, the female character plays a key significant role in the investigation team which seeks to uncover Shadow Stalker's identity.